साई बाबा
सर्वनाम स्वरूपम साई बाबा
सर्वहृदय विराजं साई बाबा
सर्वहृदय विराजं साई बाबा
सर्वनाम स्वरूपं साई बाबा
सर्वनाम स्वरूपं साई बाबा
सर्वदैवत्व स्वरूपं साई बाबा
साई बाबा
सर्वधर्म विराजं साई बाबा ब्रह्म सनातन साई बाबा ओम ब्रह्म सनातन साई बाबा सर्वनाम स्वरूपं साई बाबा
विनती सुनो मेरे साई भगवान 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 दया करो 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 मेरे साई भगवान विनती सुनो मेरे साई भगवान विनती सुनो मेरे साई भगवान भक्त जनों के तुम हो प्राण 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 दीन दयाला करुणा निधान दीन दयाला करुणा निधान दीन दयाला करुणा निधान दीन दयाला करुणा निधान त्रिभुवन पाला साधु परित्राण त्रिभुवन पाला साधु परित्राण त्रिभुवन पाला साधु परित्राण त्रिभुवन पाला साधु परित्राण विनती सुनो मेरे साई भगवान विनती सुनो मेरे साई भगवान दया करो मेरे साई भगवान दया करो मेरे साई भगवान
गोविन्द माधव गोपाल केशवा
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 माधव गोपाल केशवा
गोविन्द माधव गोपाल केशवा गोविन्द माधव गोपाल केशवा
गोविन्द माधव गोपाल
कृष्ण कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण 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 राधा कृष्ण 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 गोपाला कृष्ण कृष्ण गोपाला गोकुल बाला गोपीरमणा गोकुल बाला गोपीरमणा मनमोहन मधुसूदन जय माधव जय केशवा मनमोहन मधुसूदन जय माधव जय केशवा गोविन्द माधव गोपाल केशवा गोविन्द माधव गोपाल केशवा गोविन्द माधव गोपाल केशवा कृष्ण कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Invoking the blessings of the Almighty, elders, esteemed guests and participants from around the world, Sai Ram, Namaste and good evening. Welcome to day 29 of the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival here at Sathya Grama. And this evening, we are very honored to welcome our guests on the days, Dr. Sudhir Srivastava, founder and executive chairman of SS Innovations, Gurugram near New Delhi. Dr. Bundada Raghavendra Rao, Chairman and Managing Director of Bundada Engineering Limited.
Over the 2 days, the 5th Karnataka State Conference of IAPSM Karcon 2025 has brought together experts, faculty, and delegates to share knowledge and best practices in lifestyles for holistic health. From sessions on yoga, Ayurveda, adolescent mental health, and nutrition, to cutting-edge insights on holistic health, mitochondria, and gut flora, the conference has truly highlighted the importance of strengthening community health through research and innovation. Organized entirely free of cost, for the first time, it has set a new benchmark in making learning and collaboration accessible to all.
We now invite Dr. Sunil Kumar to give us a brief overview of the conference proceedings. Dr. Sunil Kumar is Professor, Head of Community Medicine and Director of Clinical Research at Akash Institute of Medical Sciences, Bangalore, with over 21 years of experience in public health. He specializes in HIV/AIDS, TB, COVID-19 and health policy. He currently serves as Secretary of IAPSM Karnataka Chapter and the President of the Indian Association of Adolescent Health Karnataka Chapter. Dr. Sunil, please.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai Sir, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, invited guests, colleagues, students, and dear delegates. It's my proud privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion of the valedictory session of the 5th Annual Conference of Indian Association of Preventive and Social Medicine, Karnataka State Chapter. At the outset, I express my heartfelt gratitude to Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai Sir, whose boundless love and compassion made this entire conference possible. For the first time in the history of our association, we witnessed a conference hosted completely free of cost, with no registration fees, free local transport, and free accommodation for both postgraduate and undergraduates. Such a magnanimity is unparalleled, and this may perhaps never happen again. We remain grateful for Sadhguruji for this historic gesture. This conference was indeed unique, with a total of 298 delegates attended the conference. Among them, 213 delegates were from 56 medical colleges across Karnataka and 57 delegates from 27 colleges across 11 states of the country. Total of 170 oral presentations and 20 full scientific paper presentations and over 50 e-conference presentations. This event truly had the spirit of national conference, even though this was a state conference. The discussions, deliberations, and presentations enriched us all, setting new benchmarks for the academic and professional exchange. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the Department of Community Medicine, Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, for the implementation of Divine Mother and Child Health Program in collaboration with Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bengaluru, for the phenomenal work in serving a rural poor by screening over 85,000 school-going children in the last 1 year. At the same time, this has also nurtured 450 young trainee doctors. The motto of Competent hands and competent hearts is not just being taught here, but being lived every day. Yesterday, Sadhguruji, in his speech during the inaugural function, mentioned about reduction in the maternal mortality and no maternal deaths in Bhagyapalli Taluk in last 1 year as an outcome of Divine Mother and Child Health program. For a public health expert like me, I acknowledge this effort, and this can be taken as the best practice that deserve to be make headlines across the nation. I urge Sadhguruji to announce this best practices model, and our association will stand to scale up this across the state and also, if required, across the country. We also witnessed with pride the institution of 2 honors, the Lifetime Achievement Award sponsored by Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Saiji and Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba oration, both of which add immense value to our association and its legacy, as these awards will be conferred each year in our annual conferences. The noble donation will make these awards sustainable for lifetime, and I sincerely appreciate and thank Sadhguruji for this noble gesture, and also thank Dr. Anna Rao Kulkarni sir for this initiative. Through the Annapurna Trust, the Sadhguru associations are already feeding millions of children through school breakfast program across India. On this August platform, I humbly request whether this initiative can be extended to HIV-infected children of Karnataka. So we have around 4,000 HIV-infected children in the Karnataka state, and also 6,000 children who are affected by the loss of the 1 or 2 parents. And being the former program officer of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, I urge Guruji, Sadhguruji to take this initiative so that these HIV-infected children will have ensuring healthier and brighter future for these vulnerable lives. Yesterday, Praful Kotwalji mentioned regarding strengthening of Ayushman Arogya Mandirs in the country. Our association would like to collaborate with Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research in this initiative, and Chikballapur and Bangalore Rural District for strengthening this innovative Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, which is a noble initiative once again. Yesterday, after Sadhguru's inspiring inaugural address, our public health experts across the country, across the state were full of praise on the social media, and personally they shared their opinion regarding in the conference also. Sir, we are deeply touched by your clarity on thought, depth of knowledge and profound vision for the public health, particularly with related to the preventive and social medicine, and also regarding the community health and preventive aspects of the health, which is required. And see, having a clarity and knowledge and thoughts and vision is one thing, and implementing the same is another thing, and implementation requires Herculean task, and I appreciate Sadhguruji for his efforts from many years. This is my 23rd annual conference, and I can proudly say that was one of the best speeches which has been delivered by Sadhguruji yesterday to the best of my knowledge. Few years ago, when I was working for Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, research was my only focus. When I joined the academic institute doing both academics and research, it was not possible. And this is the problem with most of the researchers in our country. So research requires, a specific area and specific planning and a tremendous amount of commitment exclusively for the research. So in this contest, with a folded hands, may I offer a humble prayer to Sadhguruji to bless us with the establishment of exclusive public health research institute under the leadership of Dr. Anna Rao Kulkarni sir, right here at this sacred institution, to shape the future of public health in our country, where evidence-based policy research and guidelines can be framed and also be projected. And if this happens, I think this will be one of the wonderful learning site experiences which can be projected throughout the country and across the globe also. On behalf of IAPSM Karnataka chapter, I thank all our speakers, delegates, faculty, volunteers, and the organizing committee for making this conference a grand success. With that, I bow once again to Sadhguruji and extend my gratitude to each one of you for your active participation and goodwill. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram, Jai Hind.
This evening, we present the One World, One Family Global Leadership Award to two notable individuals. This is a recognition that honors visionary leaders who combine enterprise, innovation, and service to humanity.
It is our pleasure to present the award first to Dr. Bondada Raghavendra Rao, Chairman and Managing Director of the Bondada Engineering Limited. From the village of Parachivara in Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Rao has built the Bondada Engineering into a $500 million infrastructure powerhouse with a presence across telecom, renewable energy, railways, and smart infrastructure. With over 28 years of experience and an honorary doctorate in business administration, he has created over 2,500 jobs and is steering the group towards a 1 billion revenue and 10 gigawatt renewable capacity by 2030. Under his visionary leadership, landmark milestones have been achieved, from spearheading a historic IPO in 2023 to securing a BSNL 4G project valued at over $100 million. His commitment to innovation is reflected in the success of pioneering ventures such as the Bondada EcoBuild, BeLight, and AtPole technologies, each pushing boundaries in their respective domains.
Ranked in the Hurun India Rich List and honored with awards such as the AP Governor's Gold Medal and the ET Excellence Award, Dr. Rao's impact extends far beyond business. Guided by the philosophy Manava Sevaye Madhava Seva, which means service to man is service to God, he has led transformative initiatives in education, healthcare, disaster relief, and rural development, installing solar street lights, supporting para-athletes, funding CM relief efforts, and uplifting underprivileged children. May we now request Dr. Bondada Raghavendra Rao to kindly accept the award, followed by his acceptance speech.
Pranamam to Sri Madhusudan Sai ji, the founder of the One World, One Family Mission and a trustee of the Prashanti Balamandir Trust, and the World Sri Madhusudan Sai World Humanitarian Foundation. The spiritual and social leader guiding this divine mission of spirituality and service at Sathya Sai Grama. I extend my respectful greetings to Sri Sunil Gavaskar Garu, legendary cricketer, board member of the One World, One Family Foundation, and chairman of the selection committee of this prestigious Global Leadership Award. My warm regards to Dr. Sudhir Srivastav Garu, a pioneer in robotic surgery and managing director of SS Innovations. I also extend my respects to Sri Kalyan Chakravarti and Mr. Anand, who brought me to this stage today in Sathya Sai Grama. The Sathya Sai Trust and the Sri Madhusudan Foundation has touched the lives of millions through free healthcare, education, and water projects. It has built hospitals, schools, and social infrastructure that uplift communities with compassion and dignity. This is the true nation building guided by spirituality. In a similar spirit at Bondada Group, I have always believed business must go beyond profits. It must serve society. Every renewable energy project we deliver brings clean power to the communities. Every telecom tower we built in remote villages connects people to the opportunities. Every CSR initiative we undertake supports education, sports, and rural health, rural public health. Through our projects, we are not only creating employment for thousands of families, but also supporting India's larger vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Just as the Sathya Sai mission and Madhusudan Sai's foundation blends service with spirituality. I believe in blending business with purpose so that progress brings prosperity to the people and pride to the nation. This honor is not mine alone. It belongs to my colleagues, my employees, my partners, and many communities who are part of my progress, the Bondada journey. With humility, I accept this recognition as a responsibility to serve even more deeply. Thank you, Sathya.
We are also delighted to present the One World, One Family Global Leadership Award to Dr. Sudhir Srivastava, Founding Chairman and CEO of SS Innovations International Inc. An internationally renowned robotic surgeon and medical innovator, Dr. Srivastava holds the global record for the most robotic beating heart TECAB surgeries. After a distinguished career in North America as a cardiothoracic surgeon, hospital founder, and faculty at the University of Chicago and the University of British Columbia, he returned to India in 2011 to lead the advancement of robotic cardiac surgery.
He has performed over 1,400 robotic procedures and pioneered India's first robotic cardiac surgery programs, placing the country on the global map of minimally invasive surgical excellence. Driven by the need for accessible technology, Dr. Srivastava founded SS Innovations and developed the SSI Mantra, the first made-in-India modular surgical robo, making him the father of robotic surgery in India. This innovation has democratized access to advanced surgery across cardiac, thoracic, GI, urology, and gynecology specialties, while also advancing AI, telesurgery, and medtech design. His impact spans clinical outcomes, surgeon training, and technological self-reliance. By mentoring hundreds of surgeons and building cross-disciplinary engineering teams, he has catalyzed India's medtech ecosystem and strengthened its global leadership in healthcare innovation.
Last month, Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai visited the SS Innovations facility in Gurugram, which is near New Delhi, and addressed the employees. His words of encouragement and guidance inspired the entire team, reaffirming their mission of making advanced healthcare technologies accessible and affordable for all. We have a video of Sadhguru's visit to the facility. May we have the video, please?
It is a proud moment for me as a person and also as a country that such wonderful technology is now being used here, which is we have brought it to our country thanks to his all the efforts of so many years that today is all a reality. And we are looking at installing one robot in our own medical college and start a training program for robotic surgery which hopefully will become the trend, and every medical college will have an installation, and they will also train people in robotic surgery. That is the future. That's why this MOU. What I saw, tele-surgeries sitting here, you can guide the surgeon right there in the middle of the battlefield. And that is a huge opportunity, I think. And I feel that medical colleges will lap it up very quickly because they can add that as an additional feather in the cap of their training programs, that they have a medical college with robotic surgery as a training module.
We are immensely honored to present the Global Leadership Award to Dr. Sudhir Ji, and we request him to kindly accept the award, followed by his acceptance speech.
Very surprised, and my humble pranam to Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba that I've known for a long time, and also to divine lotus feet of Sadhguru. And it's been a wonderful experience actually, how the journey has continued. And I'll share a little incident. I've been coming to Puttaparthi for some time and operate at a super specialty hospital doing cardiac surgery. And seeing the service that was being done, I asked Swami, I call Sathya Sai Baba Swami lovingly, that I would like to just come and work here. And so he said, you can serve God wherever you're doing good work. 6 months later, again I asked him, I said, Swami, I really want to come. He said, when I need you, I'll call you. And now I know this was back in 93 or something like that. And he knew what I'm supposed to do as his instrument. And so continued in the United States with some of the robotic surgery, then came to India, got involved with the development, and then met Sadhguru. Now I know why he said, I'll call you when I need you. And I am really humbled, and thank you for the call. And all I can say, what we have created as a robotic system, with the idea that we can do a lot of these very complex operations, including heart surgery, without causing trauma to the patients. They can recover much faster and go back to their normal life. And so with that also we developed telesurgery, whereby we can sit wherever and operate wherever using the system and the high-speed connectivity today. And we have a robot that will be coming here to the hospital. This wonderful facility I saw, it's amazing what has occurred. And the free education, free treatment, it is amazing. And Sadhguru, I hope you will continue to allow me to be part of this wonderful mission that is going on. And this robot will extend actually this wonderful technology, which is normally expensive and unaffordable, considering everything is being done at no cost to the patients. To a lot of these patients, they need the least invasive procedures, including cardiac surgery, because a lot of them are breadwinners and so on. And with telesurgery, and in fact, we have a bus also, we have a robotic system. So, and the plan is to really create mobile. So the idea is to bring the care to the patients wherever needed. And using the connectivity, we really hope, and also we have signed an MOU earlier when we were in Gurugram, and now we've signed free training actually center that will start here hopefully in October once the robot is here. And I'll come and operate and train people, and really very, very honored to, first of all, have received this award. I wasn't expecting, I do accept this very humbly on behalf of Swami, who has guided me actually to achieve, and now you have taken over, and on behalf of our team and many patients actually that will benefit from this wonderful technology. And we can really bring India at a very high level, that although we struggle many times about economy, etc., but this care can be delivered to everyone without consideration for the economic status of this patient. So Sadhguruji, thank you very much again for making me, and hopefully I can play a small part in your divine mission. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sudhirji. We are also delighted to announce that SS International Center for Robotic Surgery will be partnering with Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research to establish the world's first free certified robotic training program here at our own medical college. We request Dr. Sudhirji, Dr. Vishwa, Mrs. Elizabeth Srivastava, and Dr. Hiremat, Director, Heart Valve Bank and Academic CTVS and Chief Cardiac Surgeon at our hospital, to kindly come forward for the exchange of a memorandum of understanding. This collaboration will offer an accredited robotic surgery training program using the indigenous SSI Mantra system in various specialties such as general surgery, urology, gynecology, thoracic, and cardiac specialties. This affiliation ensures academic recognition, CME integration, and global career value for fellows across surgical specialties.
This evening, we are privileged to honor another visionary leader, Dr. Sanjeev Nichani, with the One World, One Family Global Humanitarian Award for his contribution in the field of healthcare. He's a senior consultant pediatric intensivist at the Leicester Children's Hospital and the founder of Healing Little Hearts, established in 2009. Driven by a mission to bridge inequality in healthcare, Dr. Nichani has transformed pediatric cardiac care across the world. Under his leadership, Healing Little Hearts has conducted 274 medical missions in 24 countries, performing nearly 4,000 life-saving heart surgeries. In India, he was instrumental in establishing the Children's Heart Unit at Andhra Hospital, Vijayawada, where more than 4,500 children have received critical cardiac interventions.
His contributions have been recognized globally with honors such as the Officer of the Order of the British Empire in 2022 and the UK Prime Minister's Point of Light Award in 2019. Since July 2024, Healing Little Hearts Foundation has partnered with our medical college, and since then, 8 camps have been conducted, including one that concluded just yesterday. Over 200 little hearts have been mended, giving a new lease of life to all these children, restoring hope and happiness to countless families. We now request Dr. Sanjeev to kindly come on stage and accept the award, followed by his acceptance speech.
Most respected Sadhguru, Saram, distinguished guests, a hard act to follow, the legend sitting on the stage. Thank you very much. I'm very humbled. I'd like to start by saying I salute you for your global, you're the world's leading humanitarian, and I salute you for that. I'm slightly emotional because I was born in Bangalore. I won't tell you how many years ago. I'm not going to give my age away. So many decades later, I've come back. Sadhguru has very kindly invited me to make this my second home, and I'm delighted and very grateful for the invitation. So thank you very much, Sadhguru. Healing Little Hearts has been here 8 times. I've absolutely and utterly fallen in love with what you have here. I don't think there's any other place in the world that demonstrates the values, the devotion, the care that you all do over here. I salute all of you for sharing this ethos. So this is our 8th mission. As Sadhguru said, we've operated on 35 children, and very, very complex children. Whilst it's our pleasure to come here, I must stress and tell you about the absolutely incredible team you have here. Starting off with Dr. Hiramat, brilliant surgeon, a man who never sleeps. I got a call from the ICU at 2 o'clock in the morning for some advice. And then I got a call at 3 o'clock in the morning from my taxi driver saying, "Sir, I'm waiting outside." And I said to him, "Actually, my flight is tomorrow." So he got the day wrong. He woke me up. And then 6 o'clock in the morning, I get a message from Dr. Hiramat, "Sir, are you awake? Sir, can you take a call? Can I call you, sir?" And the answer is, "No, I'm asleep." So he never sleeps. But he's a fantastic surgeon, and he's an amazing humanitarian. And then you have Dr. Jagannath, calm, competent, and a superb surgeon. Nothing ruffles him. And along with Dr. Hiramat, they do the most complex surgery that we do not do in the UK. And I've been doing intensive care for nearly 40 years. And this is a huge challenge for me as well, but for the grace of God and the blessings of Sadhguru, the children have done really well. Then you have Dr. Anand, Annie Anand, fantastic cardiologist, who's technically very, very gifted, again, very caring. And that's what strikes me about colleagues here. They treat each and every child like their own. The nursing staff, led by Usha, she has boundless energy, but she's a fantastic leader. And of course, the theater staff. We were pretty much there every night till 10, 11 o'clock at night. And this theater staff had a smile on their faces. Nothing was too much for them. And they came back the following morning early, bright and shining and enthusiastic for the day ahead. You do not get this anywhere else. So congratulations. So it is indeed an honor and a privilege. I'd be delighted, Sadhguru, if we are allowed to keep coming again and again and again, so we have a long-term relationship, so we can transform the lives of many, many children who deserve a new lease of life. Just because you're born with a heart defect does not mean you should suffer and be ill. We can offer hope. And there's a new avenue now, robotic surgery, so I'm very, very hopeful of the future. Thank you very much. I'm very humbled.
On this occasion, we would also like to extend our token of gratitude and appreciation to Ms. Leslie Mistry, MBE, lead nurse and trustee of Healing Little Hearts Foundation. With over 30 years of nursing experience, she has been an integral part of the charity since 2014, helping to expand its global reach and impact. Ms. Mistry has coordinated medical teams, built strong partnerships, ensured governance and compliance, and actively managed fundraising and outreach, ensuring that thousands of children receive life-saving cardiac care. Her exceptional dedication and service were recently recognized with the honor of Member of the British Empire conferred by King Charles in 2025. May we now invite Ms. Leslie to kindly come forward and receive the honor.
This evening, we are delighted to honor and celebrate two nations, Trinidad and Tobago and Suriname. Trinidad and Tobago, a vibrant twin island nation in the Caribbean, is known for its colorful carnival, steel pan music, and calypso, which have become symbols of joy and cultural pride across the world. Beyond its festivals, the country is also recognized for its advances in healthcare, education, and its strong role in regional cooperation.
Suriname, on the northeastern coast of South America, is one of the most culturally diverse nations in the world, where indigenous populations of Indian, African, Javanese, and European traditions live side by side. Although Dutch is the official language, many languages and faiths flourish together, creating a society that values inclusion and mutual respect.
This evening, we are honored to present the One World, One Family Humanitarian Award to Ms. Gloria Botse from Suriname. Ms. Botse is a prominent social activist, live stream host, and the founder of the community platform Tra Fast Day, which means there's another way. Through her live streams and social media presence, she brings visibility to urgent social issues and mobilizes action from the Surinamese diaspora worldwide.
Her humanitarian impact includes creating transparent emergency funds to support families in crisis, advocating for crisis shelters and foster care systems for children, improving conditions for senior citizens and care homes, and leading community-driven compassion projects such as organizing free haircuts for school children to boost their confidence.
With her unique ability to combine advocacy with direct community service, she continues to be a voice of compassion and a force for structural reform in Suriname. We request Ms. Gloria to kindly come on stage to receive the award, and this will be followed by her acceptance speech.
Such an honor to be here for the first time in India. Thank you for your welcome and thank you for the invitation. My name is Gloria Botse, and as you heard, I'm from Suriname. And first I would like to sincerely thank you for the invitation to come and visit your beautiful country. Caring for others is something I do because of my faith in Jesus. But as you know, at the heart of every religion is the call to do good and to help those in need. Through my organization, Tra Fast Day in Suriname, I've had the privilege of supporting the elderly, underprivileged children, and people with disabilities. I also organize community cleanup efforts because I believe we all have a responsibility to keep our surroundings clean. This work comes from the heart, and I feel deeply honored to see it recognized this night. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to represent my organization, Tra Fast Day, and of course my country, Suriname, and for your kind invitation. Each of us, in our own way, continue to be a light of hope and love for others. This award is a beautiful encouragement not to give up, but to keep going. Thank you once again for this recognition. May we all continue to serve with compassion and purpose.
This evening, we have two representatives from both Trinidad and Tobago and Suriname who will address us. Representing Suriname, we have Mr. Ram Sahai, who was born in Suriname and moved to the Netherlands in 1974 to pursue his studies in land surveying. He went on to teach in the field for more than 25 years, while also remaining deeply committed to spiritual and social service. Actively supporting Baba's initiatives, he has served in key roles across several foundations. Mr. Ram will share with us insights about the culture and lifestyle of Suriname.
Om Sai Ram. It is a wish, it is with great honor and a heart full of pride that I welcome Sadhguru, our represented elders, estimate guests, dear students, and everyone joining us from around the world. I stand here representing my beloved country, Suriname, at the One World, One Family World Culture Festival. Our nation is a unique blend of stress and soul, where vibrant cultures, deep-rooted tradition, and the spirit of resilience come together in harmony. In our way of life, unity, love, and respect for all are not just values, but a way of being. Today, we proudly stand with the world as one global family, united in peace and harmony. The official currency of Suriname is Suriname dollar, SRD. One Suriname dollar is 2.22 rupees. The official language of Suriname is Dutch. Flying over a mountain top of Suriname reveals scenes both dramatic and serene, with lush highlands, steep reds, valleys curved by rivers, and mist that hugs the slopes. Brokopondo is the place of contrast, a modern energy source built in the heart of an ancient rainforest. The historic inner city of Paramaribo is an UNESCO World Heritage Site. It represents a former Dutch colonial town on the tropical northern coast of South America. Hidden deep within the untouched rainforest of western Suriname, the Kabalebo River is one of the country's most pristine and remote waterways. Following through the Sipaliwini district, these rivers will through vast tropical wilderness. Suriname is one of the Suriname is one of the world's most religiously diverse nations, home to Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, Afro-Surinaam's faiths. In the capital city of Paramaribo, a mosque and a synagogue stand side by side, a powerful symbol of unity and mutual respect. Suriname has variety of dishes. Among these signature dishes are cassava bread, an indigenous staple value for its stubble. Together, these flavors embody the country's diverse cultural influence and long history of culinary exchanges. Roti is in Suriname a beloved national dish. It comes from the Indian community. Men's and women's dress in Suriname carries African, Indian, and Javanese influence, showing the band and culture that arrived through migration. Festivals as Holi, Phagua, Eid, Christmas, and Indigenous Day reflect the joy of Suriname's diverse communities, where music, dance, and storytelling from African, Indian, Javanese, Maroons, and indigenous tradition brings people together. Suriname became independent in 1795. May 25 was a free election, and that was a historical moment. Jennifer Gerling Simons is the first female president of Suriname. Maybe change comes now. Denise Jana is a renovated Suriname Dutch jazz vocalist and is the first Dutch artist signed by the Blue Note Jazz label. Food insecurity remains a challenge. Whole obesity is on the rise. Education sees steady primary enrollment, but rural areas struggle with teacher shortages and dropouts. Most births have skilled attendance through specialist care is mostly in city and rural employment practice despite economic stabilization efforts. Economic challenges require restraints and strategic reforms, while health care access differs between urban and interior regions. Youth empowerment and migration remain pressing concerns, and remote communications continue to face infrastructure gaps. A strong commitment to serve and solidarity drives community supports with local organizations improving education, healthcare, and environment conversation. Faith-based groups help children and elderly and vulnerable families, while international cooperation tackles poverty and climate change. Food as essential supplies delivered directly to those in need as we consider all as part of our Seva service. Our message to all of you and to my ancestors, we love you, we honor you, we appreciate you. Your courage and resilience brought me today here in Muddenahalli. I'm very thankful for that. I offer the followers song by heart. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join heart and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Grantangi, grantangi, grantangi.
Our next speaker is Ms. Rees Hospitalis. Born in Trinidad, she studied business administration and has built a thriving career in the hospitality sector with Marriott International. Beyond her professional achievements, she is an accomplished pianist and actively manages musical ensembles. Today, Ms. Hospitalis will take us on a journey through the heritage and culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
Good evening. With gratitude and respect, warm greetings to Sadhguru Sai, respected elders, honored guests, dear students, and everyone gathered here at the One World Family World Cultural Festival. It is my joy to share about my country, Trinidad and Tobago. Here you see Trinidad and Tobago on the world map. We are the southernmost nation of the Caribbean, just off the coast of Venezuela. Trinidad is the larger island, Tobago the smaller sister, together forming a republic rich in culture and nature. Our location places us at the meeting point of South America and the Caribbean. Our population is about 1.5 million. The capital city is Port of Spain. The climate is tropical maritime, warm, humid, and inviting. The geography includes the Northern Range Mountains, the Caroni Swamp wetlands, tropical beaches, rainforest, and open savannas. The official language is English, with local Creole and Hindi, influences that add color to daily life. Our currency is the Trinidad and Tobago dollar, symbol TT. 1 TT equals 12.98 Indian rupees. The Maracas Bay, one of our favorite beaches, families and visitors gather here to enjoy the sea, the sand, and favorite local snacks. The scarlet ibis, Trinidad and Tobago's national bird, is the world's only wading bird with striking red feathers and is commonly found in the Caroni Swamp, where it nests in large colonies. History is alive at Fort King George in Tobago. Built in the 1700s, it overlooks the sea and tells the story of colonial struggles and resilience. Trinidad and Tobago is a mosaic of faiths: Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, and African traditions. Our philosophy celebrates tolerance, devotion, and joyful worship. Festivals across religions are embraced by all, showing that unity in diversity is our nation's greatest strength. Our food is a bold mixture of colors and cultures. Doubles curried chickpeas in flatbread is eaten any time of day. Roti is stuffed with savory fillings. Chow is a fresh fruit seasoned with salt, pepper, and hot pepper. And callaloo, a leafy stew with okra and coconut, is often a Sunday's favorite. Our clothing reflects our heritage. Women wear bright saris, salwar kameez, or Afro-Caribbean head wraps and dresses. Men wear dashikis, kurta shirts, and formal Western attire. Carnival costumes bursting with feathers, sequins, and beads express joy and creativity. Music and dance carry the nation's heartbeat. Trinidad and Tobago is the birthplace of the steel pan, the only acoustic instrument invented in the 20th century. Alongside calypso and soca rhythms, inspire expression and celebration. Carnival brings parades, masquerades, and music competitions. Major festivals include Carnival, Diwali, Eid al-Fitr, Emancipation Day, Hoseh, and Christmas. We are proud of our people. Brian Lara is one of our cricket's greatest batsmen. Marshall Montano is a legendary soca artist whose music unites generations. Trinidad and Tobago maintains high literacy rates and provides free education at all levels through rural schools, though rural schools continue to face challenges. Healthcare is universal and generally well developed, but struggles with chronic illnesses and limited access to specialists. Economic dependence on oil and gas has brought national wealth, but also contributed to income inequality. Women, youth, and informal workers remain vulnerable to poverty and limited opportunities. The nation faces rising lifestyle-related health concerns such as obesity and diabetes, youth unemployment, economic reliance on hydrocarbons, and equality between rural and urban communities. Communities are uplifted through government support for vulnerable groups, NGO efforts in youth skills, women's empowerment and culture, health drives on nutrition and exercise, and projects that protect wetlands, reefs, and forests. Our message is simple. In every beat of the steel pan, in every festival, and every meal shared, we affirm that humanity is one family. May the spirit of Trinidad and Tobago remind us that diversity is beauty, and that in unity we are strong, as one world, one family. Thank you.
On behalf of all of us, we now pray to Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai for his benedictory message this evening.
Shri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Name parthasti kartavyam trishulokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam vartaeva cha karmani, which means I do not have duty whatsoever in three worlds, but yet I perform actions nevertheless. There is nothing that I have not attained, there is nothing that I need to attain. Still I perform my actions nevertheless. And why does he do that? Because he says, Yadyadacharati shreshtaha tattat devetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanuvartate. Because as good people, noble people set example by their own lives, the ordinary people follow them. So it is important to set good examples. So when these Global Leadership Awards, Global Humanitarian Awards were instituted, it was done with this one idea, that let us bring into focus those great human beings who are working their way through difficulties, through challenges, through ups and downs, to build a legacy of inspiration, an example for the rest of the world to follow. And through the efforts of a wonderful team of selectors led by Sri Sunil Gavaskarji, many profiles have been screened, and accordingly invitations have been extended to such Indians who have made India proud by building world-class organizations, providing employment and opportunities, also bridging the gap between the haves and have-nots, and making several of these fundamental requirements and needs of the society available and accessible to the last and the least. With these things in mind, all these awardees were selected, and I'm so glad that today on the stage on my right and left there are two such stalwarts who have done wonderful work for the country and helped in bridging gaps between the haves and have-nots, especially the urban-rural divide. On one side, as you have seen, Bondada Raghavendra Rao Garu has built a company from the scratch in engineering services, especially in the field of renewables, which is the need of the hour. It has impact on climate, environment, and also bringing basic facilities of electricity and power to the rural communities. So at such a young age, his achievements are laudable, and you can only imagine how hard they must have worked to build this company, taken it all the way and listed it, and I'm sure in times to come this will grow and go from one strength to another as time comes. So we collectively express our warmest greetings and heartfelt wishes to Bondada Raghavendra Rao Garu for their efforts, and I'm sure we have a long partnership ahead in building a better country and a better world for all the people. Very happy, please be seated. On the other side, the great robotic surgeon, and more than that, an innovator, a very resilient, very committed, just 77-year-old, Dr. Sudhir Srivastava. He came back to India with a purpose, with a challenge in his mind that how can high and minimally invasive robotic surgery be available to the people in India, to his brothers and sisters, to his countrymen. And he worked very hard for over 2 decades, went through lots of ups and downs, including, and I do not want to say it in the public, but losing almost everything, living on the edge. Somebody who settled in the US and doing well financially and otherwise, why would they take such risks at the fag end of their careers? But with a purpose and vision to bring robotic cardiac surgery to the last and the least, he came back to India, started a company, went through a lot of challenges. Imagine 2011. We were not the startup ecosystem that we are today. But today is far different than what it was 2.5 decades ago. But he worked very hard, and his wife and his son have also joined us today. We are very happy to have both of them over here, Elizabeth and Vishwa. I happened to visit them in Gurgaon, their factory. It's world class. That is all I could say. And what they are doing is commendable because it is bringing down the cost of robotic surgery and making it more affordable for the people in the small towns, in tier 2 cities, and for the people who cannot afford that kind of expensive procedure. But at the same time, it's important because this helps you to discharge the patients faster. Many of them are poor people. They must go back to work quickly. Otherwise, they would have nothing to eat. They can't afford to stay in a hospital for days together. So that is where this intervention is extremely timely. That their innovations I have seen, it's very fascinating. I even tried my hands on the robot. You must have seen in the picture. He was teaching me how that robot works, and it is so sensitive and so precise. After that, we had an MOU where he said, thanks to that, please remove the picture. After that, we signed an MOU to bring robotic surgery to our institute. We are a very small institute, just 2 years old medical college, and yet he promised that we will bring a robot and place it here. We would like to contribute as our part in your mission, and that is how I think the coming week robot is coming, and that's a soft tissue robot. It can do many types of surgeries, not just cardiac. And what a gift. As Dr. Sanjeev was walking, he told him that I'm bringing pediatric robotic surgery here now. They have also developed the pediatric instruments for that. Not just that. I was sitting there with him in Anandam, and he told, as long as I live, I'll make sure that you don't have any cost to running this facility. I will provide everything that is needed from my side. And before he could finish his sentence, his son Bishwa spoke out. He said, after you, my life is also there to support this. Can you imagine the highest quality, high-end robotic surgery? It is second to none. It is as good as anything that you can get from North America or anywhere else. Coming to a rural medical college center, and it's going to give free surgeries for anybody and everybody. There's no consideration of which state you're from, what language you speak, how much can you pay or not. No questions asked. Everybody is welcome. This is truly the spirit of One World, One Family. The rich pay and get better facilities. The poor remain bereft of such quality treatments. That's not One World, One Family. That is many worlds and many families, because people have their own agenda, their own way of looking at the world. I always say, for most of the people, their family is their world. They live in those limited, cocoon-like, selfish lives. My family is my world. But our mission tells them, no, treat the whole world as your family. Look at it differently. And that is what these people are standing for. They're seeing the world differently as their family. So I'm very excited. And our new hospital will open with a cardiac robotic surgery. And Dr. Sudhir Srivastava said that he himself will be there to perform the procedure. And with that, we will inaugurate the next facility, the 600-bed hospital. While I was talking about the surgery, here is Dr. Sanjeev Nichani, a pioneer in providing free pediatric heart surgeries across 27 countries through hundreds of missions. He has gone to our Fiji hospital, to our Sanjeevani hospital, and this is the 8th mission that they are performing here through Healing Little Hearts. He brings the entire team, many of these all consumables, medications, and trains and upskills our local team here, which is very important. And that is how our local team is getting better and better. Every trip makes them better. And this time, most of it was handled by our local people, in the sense the team which is locally housed here. And I'm very glad to hear those amazing words of encouragement and appreciation for the team here. They're truly a wonderful team, but hearing it from somebody else makes you feel better. Now, we can always praise ourselves, but somebody comes and tells, no, it is truly world standard, makes me very happy, because our idea is to build a world-class institution in the remotest rural areas and give everything, education to healthcare free of charge. A vision, worth dying for, I always say. So that is what is happening, and because of your support, people like all of you on the stage, off the stage, who have been a part of this mission, that's how we are able to build these kind of institutions. And tomorrow, we are starting robotic training program, a 5 days program, very intense program, and there'll be a certification at the end. Today, Dr. Sudhir was there in Bangalore in a conference where almost 600 plus surgeons attended to understand how robotic surgery happens, what does it take. And all of them want to learn how it can be done. So he said, I will personally train the next generation of robotic surgeons. And when I was in Delhi, I also met the chair of NMC, National Medical Council, the chairperson. And I told him that this is a new thing. I've come to Delhi. I came to Gurgaon to assess AI Mantra company. And we are trying to bring robotics to our institution. And we will train medical college students who are doing surgeries into robotic surgery. He was very excited. And I said, we should have a program where we can certify them. We can give them a diploma or a degree. He immediately said, please prepare a curriculum. Please prepare a curriculum, and when you have done at least a couple of surgeries, a certain number of surgeries, we can grant you a program, a degree program in robotic surgery. So we'll have to really work hard in the next 1 year to do a lot of robotic surgery, so that year down the line, we can actually bring in a course, a curriculum which is designed for robotic surgeries and train many more rural people. So what an opportunity for our medical students, our postgraduate students, nursing and everybody. World-class facilities at your doorstep, and world-class surgeons and trainers teaching and training you about how to do things better. What more can one ask for? 3 years ago when we started the medical college, we really did not know what we were aiming for. We had hours and hours of meetings, rigorous meetings, trying to see how to bring quality, how to bring standards, global standards, and we were still shooting in the dark. But today, it's all slowly becoming clear with such nice people joining us on their own and offering their services with their heart. What more do we ask for? I also want to appreciate Leslie for every time she comes, and I met her in the UK as well, but they are always there to support us. They don't feel the borders and the boundaries and us and them. They feel everybody is ours, everybody needs to be treated. And while I am speaking here right now, in our Fiji hospital, Dr. Kalangos from Greece and his team is operating on the children in Fiji hospital. So you see, there is no boundaries. All children are ours, and everybody is to be treated like a family. And this is the mission, and this is how it is happening. I also want to appreciate 2 of these countries. Today we are celebrating Trinidad and Tobago and Suriname, and the people who have arrived from there. I'm very glad that they could come and they could share their culture and values. Mrs. Gloria, who talked about her work about the children and the elderly and the vulnerable community Suriname. By her work, by her efforts, she's bringing hope and future to the destitute, to the vulnerable, to the underprivileged children. That makes us feel very happy, and we are committed to working with all organizations from around the world to promote the cause of human societies, the well-being of especially the vulnerable and the last. That is the idea with which this mission is expanding, and I am only seeing within 2 years how much has been achieved. If anybody asks how it is done, somebody came from somewhere and told, Swamiji, how is it all possible? How did you do it all in 10 years? I said, I myself do not know. It is divine grace that makes things happen. They said, don't be too modest. Tell us exactly how you do it. I said, I'm telling the truth. I myself do not know. This is instrumentation. It's the divine who does. And if you are pure in your heart and you have that surrender in your heart, then the divine takes over. You become the robot and he becomes the surgeon. And everything happens. That's what we were talking. He said, that's what I am. People ask him, how did you do it? He says the same thing. It is Bhagavan who did it, he guided him, and today he is continuing the mission, and this is how it is growing. And today it's a full circle for him because he wanted to continue serving and he could not get a chance there, but he should not have got a chance because otherwise this robot wouldn't have come into existence. So everybody has a purpose guided by God. We just need to surrender and do our purpose in our lives. That is what gives us fulfillment and lasting joy. Everything else is temporary and fading. This alone is permanent. And if I missed anybody in this process, please consider this as my personal greetings to everybody, especially the people from Trinidad and Tobago and Suriname. I know these are very small countries, very vulnerable at times, but your spirit of continuing to serve and protect the weak and the vulnerable, it furthers this mission of one world, one family. To all the volunteers and members, special blessings. And I look forward to the evening program. I'm told by Dimitris, they got a very interesting instrument, a steel pan. And they play with that. These were the immigrants who came from many countries and they made these countries their home. And they brought their own music and culture. So it is a mishmash of many cultures, African, Indian, Japanese, Syrian, because refugees also arrived there. So it's a mix of many, many cultures, Dutch, French, and so on. So we are going to have some good music this evening from these countries. I look forward to that. Once again, last but not the least, I would forget the requirement, what was told to me, Dr. Sunil told me that we should partner with them for the children, vulnerable children who are infected with HIV/AIDS and provide them nutrition. Consider it done. We are doing for so many, why we won't do for these children? And in particular, when I see these children who are affected by these diseases, my heart goes out to them because I feel it is not their fault. Now, they are suffering unnecessarily. Somebody's mistake, somebody is getting punished. It's not fair. So whatever we can do for them, please let us know and we will provide whatever service from Institute. Also to the Ayushman Arogya Mandir program also, as you mentioned, we will adopt a few of these Ayushman Arogya Mandirs through our medical school and we will try to work with you and the government to provide whatever services we can, and we can still be the tertiary care center for all these Ayushman Arogya Mandirs so that we can get the patients, they can be treated here. Again, I want to thank the entire team of IAPSM Karnataka chapter for leading this great idea of bringing awareness about lifestyle diseases, public health, community medicine to the people, because our country is becoming very, very susceptible to these lifestyle related non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension, cancers, so also heart diseases. Many of them are related to lifestyle, food habits and the sedentary lifestyle. So I am very happy that you could bring it to the forefront, and I would talk to Dr. Anna Rao about how we can establish an Institute of Public Health Research so that we can come out with real answers to the problems that plague the society. And we would definitely share the best practices which has made Bhagapalli free from maternal and infant mortality, and how can we do it for more and more districts across the country. We will work on a nationwide program through our institution. We look forward to a lasting partnership with IAPSM. Globally also we will work with all of you so that we bring not only for India, it could be for Africa, it could be for Suriname, it could be for any country. The best practices are the same. So we'll come up with something meaningful that we assure you. Thank you for your time and all the efforts to bring the world together in this institute to discuss public health. And that is what is required in the future. So once again, thanking everybody and looking forward to the evening's proceedings.
We will have a break for 10 minutes, after which we shall have this evening's cultural program. This evening, we are privileged to welcome an ensemble from Trinidad and Tobago. At the heart of their performance is the instrument steel pan, the national instrument of their country and a symbol of ingenuity and cultural pride. Blended with rhythm, bass, and melodic voices, their music embodies the vibrant styles of calypso and soca, expressions of the Caribbean spirit, which brings people together in rhythm and joy. Soca in particular represents a beautiful fusion of Indian and African cultures, and these musicians will play songs of celebration, happiness, strength, and togetherness. For this performance, we have Mr. Mark Brooks on the drums, Mr. Sean Noel on the bass guitar, Mr. Mark on the double seconds, Mr. Wilfred on the tenor, and also Mr. Michael on the tenor. Please put your hands together for these musicians. We request all to rise for the national anthems of Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, followed by the national anthem of India.